Now, for the most part, these Democratic candidates will be introducing themselves to the American public for the first time. It's also an opportunity to take some jabs at the frontrunner, who is, as you saw, Hillary Clinton for now. What can each candidate do to make that lasting impression? We bring in the strategist. Richard Goodstein is a Democratic strategist and an associate at Goodstein and Associates, and Fred Barnes, executive editor of the conservative magazine, The Weekly Standard. Richard, I'll begin with you. Tonight, will it be a personality-driven or issue-driven win for the strongest candidate here?
I mean, all indications, look, we've had months of campaigning, and the people that are challenging Hillary Clinton have not gone after her personally. I don't think their introduction to the public wants to be one of criticizing her. They want to tell the public what they have going for themselves. My bet, if I could be in Vegas, is that Martin O'Malley will actually try to take down Bernie Sanders a tad, because if O'Malley has designs on being the lasting competitor to Hillary Clinton, Sanders is obviously very much in his way. O'Malley thought he was going to be Sanders, and I think the only way that he gets to basically being the one-on-one competitor with Hillary is by bringing down Sanders and basically saying, look, you want to have Denmark and Sweden? Fine. Let's have their defense budget, Bernie. And until we do, let's get to reality. That's what I predict is going to happen. You know,
so we have this banner that says taking on Hillary, but you've just indicated that we should say taking on Sanders, at least on behalf of Martin O'Malley.
That's my
Fred,
bet.
We've got mid-Atlantic politicians in Jim Webb, Lincoln Chafee of Rhode Island, and, of course, Martin O'Malley, Maryland, Jim Webb of Virginia. Do these three have to be careful about appearing like they're ganging up on Hillary Clinton, or is Richard right? They'll go with, here's what I stand for, which is less exciting and interesting than when these candidates all mix it up?
I don't think they have a thing to worry about. They're going nowhere. People don't even know who they are. I think that's a good idea for O'Malley to go after Bernie Sanders. It would also be a good idea for all three of those candidates who are not well known and are at 1 or 2% in the polls, if that, to go after Hillary Clinton. Look, what are the two big political issues in 2015? One is the rise of Donald Trump, excuse me, and the other one is the fall of Hillary Clinton. Now, are you not going to ask her about her collapse and what has caused it? You're not going to ask her about the emails and about the problems with the Clinton Foundation? If you ignore that, you're not going to get anywhere.
Well, I hope that they don't ignore what matters to Americans and our viewers, Richard, and that's the economy. And there's several different parts of the economy. There's the economy, then, of course, the side story, which is huge to just about anyone with a 401k or a pension. That's the stock market. So whether they take on and distance themselves from President Obama, here's his record with the stock market under him. Since he first was inaugurated the first time around, the Dow is up 106%. We can show these numbers to you. Since he took office, the S&P is up 137%, the NASDAQ better by 216%. Now, you can argue till the end of time that it's the Fed and it's false or what have you, but people's 401ks sure look a lot better. Do these candidates have to be careful about distancing themselves too much from Obama?
Look, I think Democrats, you wouldn't know it to watch certain TV networks. I think Democrats actually feel that this administration has done a profoundly good job. Is the economy great? Of course not. Are we the envy of the industrialized world? You bet we are. It's not just the stock market. Look at job growth. Minus 750,000 jobs a month when Obama came in. 67 straight months of private sector job growth.
So they have to be careful about being too critical of the president.
But I will say this. The one thing I think you're going to hear is talking about what the Democrats will do for the middle class, something that you didn't hear much of during the first two Republican debates.
Right. And needless to say, it's a wider gap since President Obama has been in office. Fred, before we go, the empty chair. Joe Biden. CNN has said they're holding the chair, but he's not coming, obviously, at least at the moment. Does he decide after this debate whether he should get in?
Well, I don't think he'll let the debate itself to decide for him. It looks like he's decided to get in and will get in. But, you know, until he's actually out there announcing in public that he's running, you can't be sure. You know, the other thing we've been ignoring about this debate tonight, who decides what the issues and what is talked about in the debate? It's not the candidates. It's the questioners. That was certainly true in the earlier CNN debate. I mean, in that one with the Republicans, they decided we'd ask Donald Trump questions. Then we'll ask the other candidate questions about Donald Trump. So it was a Trump debate. Now, so it really matters what the CNN anchors and moderators asked tonight.
Right.
matters much more than what the candidates want to talk about.
They probably got a lot of blowback from viewers who said, can we hear what these people stand for versus a pit bull fight in a ring here? So we shall see.
That's nonsense.
That's nonsense. There's a no bet on Biden, incidentally, Liz. I'm betting no. So maybe Fred and I can have a side bet on that one.
Okay, we'll bring you back
tonight.
It's Vegas on Wall Street.
They have to treat the Democrats the same way they treated the Republicans.
I see what you're saying. I see. Is to be fair. We'll see what they do. Well, also, though, I could argue, Fred, that you learn from your mistakes and don't repeat them.
What mistakes? They had 24 million viewers.
True. I like you both. Come back. We'll pair you once again. Richard Goodstein, Democratic strategist, Fred Barnes.